Jacob is my biological brother. Jacob York is my father's son. Zubaydah is his mother. When it comes to Jacob, everybody knows that Jacob has a history of hating his father. And Jacob has a tendency to fabricating stories to try to make his dad look much worse than what he is. And I know this firsthand because I got to go amongst these people like Jacob, who is his biological child. You know, I got to go around these people and I got to listen to them try to create an image and try to warp my perspective of my father. I was not okay with that. So I ended that conversation, I ended our communication, I ended our relationship. So Jacob blamed his father for what his mother went through, not accepting the fact that there's a possibility that the shame that he brought upon his own mother is what could have killed her. But he blames her father. He blames Dr. York. Okay, the individual that molested me was also a victim of Jacob. Was also a victim of Jacob. You know, I found that out also later. So this is why I was able to forgive the person who did it to me. But the way that they would do it was it would be late at night when all of the brothers and everybody was sleeping, and because all of the boys stayed in the same room. You know, and I guess you had the small group of the older boys, and yes, Jacob was one of the spearheads of that group. You know, they would take people, or they would take a person that they've chosen for that night, and they would sodomize them in the basement. You know, and they did it in a way that just devalued the person in general. And not only that, but after they would do what they would do, they would put a bug in your ear to let you know that if you said anything to anyone, no one would believe you, and you and your family would be kicked out because you're a devil and you're a liar. Dr. York wasn't around in order to see it, and he was entrusting into the caretakers to protect his children, but in reality the caretakers were the ones that was causing the problem. But I do know that there were sisters who were taken to Florida. They left Georgia with Jacob, went to Florida, and they conspired against Pops. They organized this plan to paint him as a monster, as a child molester, and whatever they need to do in order to take him down. And what Jacob did is Jacob promised these people that they would gain wealth, they would have money, they would have all of these things. There are other people who are afraid of the truth coming out, people like Jacob, afraid of the truth coming out about themselves, even though Dr. York didn't do it. They want to keep him under that light like he did do it. So they're doing everything that they can, and they've been doing everything that they can to perpetuate this idea and this image of Dr. York of being a monster. My thing was like this: I can't sit back and have my father sitting in prison for something that happened to me, knowing that it wasn't him that did it. Knowing that I'm part of the collective of people who people are accusing he did that too, because I was in that group. And I can tell you, as a person that was in that group, that wasn't Dr. York. You know what I'm saying? It was them teenagers. It was them brothers. And it was the sisters.
Thank you for watching. Like, follow, and share, and subscribe to our channel.